It's out here raining. Folks. Folks, have y'all ever been on a train? Trains, I haven't never been on a train in my whole entire life, you know? But like, you know, I really want to be on a train, you know, the little passenger trains where you get to go places. I mean, like the subway, but it's a train instead of a subway, you know? I live over here and sometimes I look at the old train station here in Liberty County. Imagine, people used to go there and just get on the train and go wherever they wanted to go. Now everybody drives trucks. Man, I would be on a train so fast, going wherever outside of gang-stalking Liberty County. Oh man. But like as I said, here I'm over here, Liberty, Texas, where there's a lot of corrupt. They put like one of the politicians in jail over here for stealing money. I made a video on my old Facebook account where I talked about the politicians stealing money. And they caught like a bunch of them, and they were running for election, and they just like put them in jail, you know. And I was looking at it, and I was like, I was already talking about that, man. I was talking about the corruption in Liberty, Texas. This is Harvey Dent. And it's real, man. There's a bunch of Harvey Dents out there in politics. They used to be good politicians and they end up being criminal masterminds. But y'all folks, you gotta learn about them trains. I'm telling y'all, the train, you know, we gotta ride the railways. The railways are steam powered, you know, steam powered railways, you know, folks. Whatever happened to Joe Biden, man, Joe Biden and the Democrats and Donald Trump and the locals over here, the locals participating in government hoaxes. Oh man, if somebody were to come over here like the FBI or the CIA or something and were to investigate Liberty, Texas 2020 election, and they would have looked at my, you know, they would have looked at what was going on, man. Political censorship and all kinds of stuff. I mean, the CIA knew about Joe Biden's political censorship and stuff. But like, you know, like as I said, you know, we gotta ride them steam-powered railways, folks. We gotta bring back the railways. We gotta bring back them trains. Because I think trains are better, you know, to be riding around. Plus, you get a nice scenery. You'll be like going around, drinking some margaritas, having big cigars in your mouth, and you know, just looking around in a fancy little cart, You can buy little carts that attach to the trains, and then you can have your own little cart attached to a train, and you'd be going everywhere you want to go. Be like, here, look, I got a little cart. I'll be smoking cigars, drinking margaritas all day long. I'm going to Chicago, New York City. Gotta ride them railways, steam powered. What happened to Joe Biden, folks? Nobody knows. He got old. He got old, and he got dementia, and now I don't even know about Donald Trump anymore. Donald Trump. Oh, last time I heard of him, he was going crazy. He was going nuts. He's like the madman. You know the theory of the madman? It's like a madman theory is to say like the craziest shit possible and make everybody believe you're like the craziest person in the world. He literally made me think he was crazy. And I was looking at Donald Trump, and like I did not comprehend how Melania could even be with a crazy person like the Joker. It's like, let me tell you, man, I think Donald Trump has a split personality. I don't know why he does it, but you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, because, oh man, over there in Washington D.C., this whole different situation with politics. I mean, you got these politicians over here in Liberty, Texas. They be taking millions of dollars and stuff, and then they finally get caught. But over there in Washington D.C., man, they got Manchurian candidates. Manchurians. They got like Kamala Harris was working for the intelligence community agency, and like I learned a lot of weird stuff, man, about the CIA, and I think it's like weird because like Washington D.C. is like being run as a psyops. I mean, a lot of politicians are just puppets over there. But you get one of these politicians over here, Liberty County, man, they're real. They'll talk to you, but they're like real in the sense that, they be taking people's money, people's tax dollars, and, putting it to like spend in other places. They don't even invest in the own town that they live in. They go over there and spend it over there in Kentucky or Utah, and they got big houses, and they got like little houses over here, but then they hide the money, and they got big houses over there in Houston, Texas, mansions, and they say, oh, I live in Liberty, Texas. I got a little small house over here on Main, or over here on Travis Street. It's a little small house, and I'm okay. I'm a small town person, folks. I'm a small town person. I'm just like you. And then you find out that they're not just like you. They got like fucking mansions, man. They got all kinds of bullshit, and they be telling all the people in the town that all they got is like a little small little house. They say they might as well just say. They might have just say over here in Liberty, Texas, all those politicians might as well just say, oh, I live in a small little hut. I live in a small little hut. It's made of straw. I'm just like you. I got a small little hut. I live in a shed. That's where I live, in a shed. I live in a trash can. Say, oh man, Mark lives in a trash can, folks. They'll be debating, and they'll be saying, no man, look, I am like everyone else. I live in a hole in the ground, like a groundhog. and the lady, she's still in prison, folks. That lady that stole money from our government over here in Liberty, Texas, she was like, running for DA. or some shit. You got Harvey Dents running all over the place here in Liberty, Texas. Bunch of Two-Faces. They're like Two-Faces. Like, you know, they flip a coin and they're like crazy. They're not crazy. They're just they just like to steal money over here from the people. And like, there's a bunch of cover-ups over here, a bunch of hoaxes, a bunch of stuff. And they be showing their little kids how to do the stuff too. I went to a store, another store again, and they had the weird shit going on with the stores, man. They really need to stop doing the weird shit with the stores. You know the thing about the tip jar that I put on the playlist, where I put Mo, you know? They were doing some shit like that. I was like, man, they need to stop doing this shit, man. And I walked in there and I was gonna buy something, but then I looked at all the stuff, it was all expensive. I was like, what? I said, man, you know they be getting all the donations from the Goodwill and they be upselling it in the resale shops. It's here in the United States of America. Donald Trump. He's out there. I don't know. I can't watch Donald Trump. Trump has censored me from watching his speeches. I am a political prisoner here in the United States of America. by the government psyops. I'm a political prisoner. I know global secrets that will blow your mind apart, and the world will never know.